Hi, I'm Prashanthi Dolly and I'm delighted that you're watching this video. In this video, we'll be discussing about the ways to boost your self-confidence part 2. If you haven't watched the video of part 1, you can find out the link in my description box. So let's get into the video. Number 1. Love yourself. Believe in yourself, have faith in your own abilities. Do you know what is one of the most underlying sources of self-esteem? It is self-love. The people who learn to work or love themselves can not only take the positive tendency from others, but can also give it back in tenfolds. If you don't love yourself, you feel that you are undeserved to be loved, not only from yourself, but also from other person and not even from God. If you are negatively judgmental towards yourself, there will not even be a person who can advise you to recorrect your faults. So the more deeper you dig to love yourself, the more deeper you try to build up your self-confidence. Number 2. Appreciate who you are. Being fulfilled as a person can't help you out. But do you know, being fulfilled as a person can make you feel more self-confident. Fulfillment is not about having it all, but fulfillment is all about appreciating what you have. If you haven't reached your goals yet, but you have to be in a process of fulfilling it to reach your goal. It is most important to remember that your fulfillment not only responds to self-confidence, but doing good can also lead to a self-respect. Finally, fulfillment is not about having what you have, but fulfillment is all about appreciating of what you have and appreciating what you are. Number 3. Trust yourself. Do you know, the more you think, the more you do. Firstly, you have to trust yourself, because there is no other person in the world can trust you as you do it to yourself. If you are not trusting yourself, it means you are directly going against your self-confidence. You are onto the earth for a right reason. So if you play your role or your participation in the life can bring happiness not only to you, but also to the people, those around you. So do trust yourself in whatever the work you do. The trust will always build up the self-confidence. So trust yourself and build up your self-confidence. Number 4. Do not allow the age to intimidate you. Do not regret about the age that is growing, because there are only few people who have this privilege. Everyone has to be born sometime, somewhere. And do not allow the age to bring the negative impact upon you. You always feel that my age is growing upon and I cannot do it. So do not bring the age to show the effect on the work that you do, because that will kill your self-confidence. Remember, if you are mourning at your youth, you cannot savor the moments, because the wisdom and self-confidence comes from the experiences. So do not allow the age to intimidate upon the work that you do. It will lower your self-confidence. Number 5. Practice, practice, practice. There is a great saying says that the more you sweat in the practice, the less you bleed in the battle. As you know, practice makes a man perfect, and parallelly, it will also build up your self-confidence. For example, let us assume about the musicians. Though they are very good at playing the instruments, they keep on practicing every time in order to bring out the great music. If you assume an athlete, even if he or she has reached the goal, they never stop practicing, because once they stop practicing, they find the difference and they find it difficulty to reach their goal. So the practice not only makes the man perfect, but it will also build up the self-confidence. So always practice about the work that you're gonna do. Number 6. Celebrate small victories. To be successful, you need to have a self-confidence. If you are allowing to be successful, you are training your brain cells to adopt or to addict to the positive forces from the nature. victories happens to everyone. Everyone will be successful someday, not the other. So the purest form of abstracting the self-confidence is self-esteem. So for whatever you have obtained the victory, every small victory has to be celebrated, because celebrating your small and minute victories will also build up your self-confidence. So always try to celebrate every small victory that you will be obtaining in your life. Thank you. I hope you all like this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, do subscribe to my channel at Prashanti Dolly.